Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Cornelius Camp of CorneliusCamp.com, a school counselor by day, real estate agent by night. Before I go any further, if you have not done so, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. My channel consists of details or videos of any and everything about real estate. I go over real estate resources that can help you with marketing, resources that can help you with brand promotion, things of that nature. I go over real estate news if there's a massive skyscraper being built or a new stadium or a new condo that's hitting the market. I go over things like that. And then I also go over and I discuss real estate trends within the market. Also things that could help you if you plan on listing your house anytime soon, curb appeal, different colors of paint and so forth, or if you're a first time buyer, things that you should look for that's currently up and coming and in the market that you're particularly in right now. So that's what my channel consists of. Again, if you haven't subscribed to it yet, please hit the subscribe button and be happy to have you as a subscriber. So the thing that I want to go over today is I want to talk about 5 things that are key to host a successful open house. 5 things that are key to host a successful open house. Number one, obviously, if it's an open house, you must have open house signs. You need a lot of open house signs, and you need to get them out early as possible. If your open house is from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m., my suggestion is to get them out 9:30, 10 o'clock. Kind of really all depends on where you are. If you're in the city like I am in Chicago, it's a little difficult to kind of have your signs out for that amount of time period. And also you have to be wary of, whether or not they're going to get taken, whether or not they're going to get knocked down, if anyone is going to pick them up and things of that nature. But you do need a lot of them. You want to spread them out as much as you can. You want to hit major intersections. You want to make sure that they're seen as far as where there is a lot of foot traffic as well as street traffic. You just want to get them out there. You want to drive traffic in to your open house, but more importantly, on your open house signs, you should have your name on those open house signs. So therefore, when people drive by, they might not be able to stop at your open house, but they can get your name and phone number. You never know, that person might turn into a client. So that's the first thing. You want a lot of open house signs to make sure that you get the word out about your open house that you have coming up that particular day. Okay. Second one is sign-in sheets. You must have sign-in sheets. Not only do you want sign-in sheets to keep tabs for yourself of who comes to your open house, but you also want to be able to report this back to your sellers. Your sellers are always interested if the open house is a great turnout. What type of traffic do you have? Do you have any action coming towards my property? Things of that nature. And it's always good, and it looks good on your part if you're hosting the open house and you can keep track of it and you can say, hey, I got this many people coming in, and then it gives them an opportunity, or gives you an opportunity rather, to talk with those people coming in and get some feedback. You may have a listing and your listing might be too high, for the particular market, or a client may come in and you may have too many stairs or something like that. So it's always good to give that feedback back to your sellers. Another thing that you want to do for sign-in sheets, and this is really the main reason why agents host open houses, is really to get in unrepresented buyers. If people are just out and about, they're browsing, they might be in the beginning of the purchasing process, they might not be working with an agent. Their agent might not have kept up with them, or this might be the first time that they're going to purchase a place, and they just happen to be walking by, coming from brunch. They saw your open house sign. Oh, let's check this out. And then they go up there, and you guys get to talking, and then next thing you know, well, we're looking to buy. We need an agent to represent us. Boom, there you go. That's a hot lead right there. You stay in touch with them. You get to talking with them, get to know each other. And then later on, hopefully that person or those buyers will become potential clients for you. All right. So that's the second thing that you want to do. You want to have a sign-in sheet to take tabs of how much traffic you get and who comes to your open house. The third thing, you want marketing material. like I mentioned before, this is not only a chance to sell the property that you're hosting the open house for, but you also want to represent yourself to unrepresented buyers who are coming in. And you can do that by having a nice professional folder set up. You make sure that you have marketing materials about your brokerage that you hang your license in. You want to have marketing materials about yourself. I personally like a one-page flyer of, a little bit about myself, my picture, my contact information, my social media contacts, so they can see how, big you are on social media, the amount of followers that you have. In turn, they can become a follower of yours so they can keep more in touch with what you have going on in real estate. You also make sure you want to have a lot of business cards. Most of those folders that you will have little slots where you can slide your business card. You want to put that in there. And then me personally, I just kind of like to give my own little personal touch. I give a little bit of inspiration. There's a poem in there that I have and I share with, and I just have several copies printed out, and I just slide that in there for the potential clients or the people who might be looking for an agent or looking for a house in general. So those are the marketing materials that I have. If your brokerage doesn't provide those materials for you, you can easily go buy a couple of, stacks of folders on Amazon. You should have business cards. You can, get a digital, a graphic designer to create a flyer for you. Be nice, looks very well. You can print it off at Kinko's. And then, if you want to do something personalized like myself with the whole motivational poem that I have, you can do that, but that's not really a mandatory thing. But those are the marketing materials that I suggest that you use for your open house. Number 4, you might laugh at this, but you want to bring air freshener. And I mean air freshener because let's say that you have a house that they have pets. Well, the pets might be laying on the couch, or they might have their little bed over in the corner, and it might smell like a dog because a dog lives there. All right, that's fine and dandy. I don't have anything against dogs, but that's not a smell that you want your buyers to have once they enter the door. Okay, you want them to feel relaxed. You want them to feel good about the place that they're at. So you want to give that odor of a sense of relaxation. Me personally, I like lavender, so I have a lavender spray that I use. I have a lavender oils that I can set up, and I just go through the house and I just, one little spray here and there. Not enough, not too much that's overpowering, but just enough to kind of, hit you as soon as you walk through the door. Another thing that this is very, very helpful at is that if you have a house that the sellers have moved out of, this can be very, very critical because, you never know how long that house has been sitting there. It might have gotten old. Who knows if, maybe the carpet got wet. This is mostly for an investment property. Maybe the carpet might have gotten wet. I don't know. It just depends. But just always bring an air freshener just in case. The people who you're selling for, they may keep a great house and it might be clean, but their sense of smell might not be what you want the people coming in to be your sense of smell. Everybody has a taste different. One other thing that you can do that I do this sometimes, but I don't do it all the time, is that you can have the smell of fresh baked cookies. So if you get there in time enough and you have this rapport with your sellers, obviously get their permission before you do this, get there in time enough, throw in some cookies into the oven, bake them, bring them out, and there's nothing quite like the smell of fresh baked cookies. I love it. You love it. Everyone loves it. So not only do you have that smell coming into the house, but you also have a nice pan of cookies that you can give your attendees as soon as they walk through the door before they go on a tour of your place. All right. So those are some tips as far as the air freshener is concerned. The last thing you want to do is you want to have hand sanitizer on deck. In this business of real estate, we're constantly working. We work long hours. We're always on the go. Our business, our money, our pay consists of how much work we put into it. So a lot of times if you're out sick, and you have to stay at home, who knows, you might be missing out on a sale. You might be missing out on a day where you can take your clients out to see a property. That day that you missed seeing with them, another person might have seen it and they might have submitted an offer. It's just no telling what could happen if you have to take a sick day off. And what better way to get sick than to have a lot of people coming into your open house? You're steady shaking hands with this person, with that person. You're greeting them. You're telling them goodbye. You're wishing them the best of luck. Great, nice to meet you. Give me a call. Here's my business card. It's so many hand exchanges going on at an open house that it's no telling what type of germs that are being spread. So you definitely want to have hand sanitizer on deck. Last thing you need is to give somebody a handshake. They have a cold, they don't realize they might have sneezed. Things happen. You shake their hand, and as soon as soon as they're out of your sight, you go in, boom, spray you down with some hand sanitizer, rub it on, cure all of those germs, get it out the way. So that for if you just so happen to put your hand next to your mouth, or like me, I wear glasses, so my hands are near my face, you don't have to worry about catching any germs. All right. So those again are the 5 things that I feel like you need to have a successful open house. I'll go over them once again. Number 1, open house signs. You need a lot of them, and you need to set them out early. Number 2, you need sign-in sheets. You want to keep tabs of who comes into your open house, buyers who might be interested in your open house, and also unrepresented buyers. Number 3, you need a lot of marketing material. This is your time to shine. Showcase your ability to help with another buyer. Showcase your ability to help with the sale if a person is looking to list their home. Let them know what you can do. Let them know, like, hey, if you list with me, this is the marketing that you're going to get, that I'm going to get the house, the price that you want for the sale of your house. Number 4, you want air freshener. The last thing you need is for people to come in and they don't have an unwelcoming feeling about them. You want them to feel relaxed. You want them to feel good. You want that positive vibe to come out of this open house. And last but not least, number 5, you want hand sanitizer. There's a lot of handshaking, a lot of people coming in and out. You're touching rails, they've touched rails. You touching doorknobs, they're touching doorknobs. All types of germs that are being spread. You never know what could happen. The last thing you want is to catch the flu, the cold, stomach virus, whatever it is. So keep hand sanitizer on deck and use it often. Right. So those are the 5 things that I feel like you need for a successful open house. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, if you have not done so already, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share this video. Make sure you share it with all of your friends. Leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about the video. Let me know if there's some tips that you might have for a successful open house that work for you that I might not have mentioned right here. And let me know also if there's some other things that you would like for me to make a video on that you feel like you might need help with, or that you might have a question about. And again, make sure you like the video. Let me know what you thought about it. Make sure you tap the like button, and again, share it with your friends. All right. So that's the video for today. Thanks so much, guys, for tuning in. Thanks so much for listening, for watching. And as always, you guys be safe out there. Have a great night, and we'll talk to you later. Take care.